Hi everybody, I'm Ian of Piece Together Cosplay, and I hope you're really enjoying Riddler Week. I know that I am. I got some questions here that you guys have asked, and I'm going to answer them. So, part of Riddler Week, most of these questions are about the Riddler, so we're just going to draw some names at random. And thank you guys for asking questions and submitting them. So, let's see what we got here. Okay. Valerie Joy asks, does the Riddler like to dance? Yes. Maybe there'll be a music break in that. I think he's energetic and likes to dance, especially when he beats Batman at something or really stumps someone with a really great riddle. So why not dance about it? Okay, Caitlin Lopez asks, how did you transition from being just a lover of cosplay to being loved for cosplay? Caitlin, that's really sweet. Thank you. I'm a fan of cosplay, costuming. I minored in costume in theater school. And when I realized that that was a thing, it was just seemed like a natural transition for me, hobby-wise. And I guess that's how it just transitioned. I really appreciate that you guys like what I do, and so I think that's more of just you guys being awesome kind of thing. And I'm just sharing my stuff, and you guys seem to like it, so thank you. I hope that this continues that way. Because I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys, so thank you, Caitlin. It's really hot here today at the factory, and so and I'm a little sunburned from being stupid outside yesterday, so anyway, yeah. Kayla Perry asks, hi! I'm sorry, let me say that again. Kayla Berry. Hi. What is your favorite version of the Joker? The Joker? Ah! No. Joker's cool. I jokingly, when someone calls me the Joker when I'm dressed as Riddler, and I say, oh please, the Joker's the poor man's Riddler. I think my favorite version of him in comics has been in Hush. I reference Hush a lot, but it's such a great classic, so why not reference it? And I really liked practically everybody's characterization in that one, so yeah, thank you, Kayla Berry, with a B. Alright. Michael Bayans, what are your thoughts on Jim Carrey's Riddler? I get asked this a lot. I think that Jim Carrey's very talented. He's very energetic. I understand why he was cast for the role that he was. Specifically, in the 90s, he was representing a character type that was really popular then. He's not my version of Riddler, but that's what's so great about these characters. There's lots of things out there for lots of people to like and enjoy, so if you like him, that's awesome. Olympia Manning asks, how is a raven like a writing desk? Well, Poe wrote on both of them. Okay, let's see. John Allison. Oh, do we have a video? Yes, we have a video. It's a Young Ones reference. If you've never seen Young Ones, I highly recommend watching it. Just don't watch more than 3 episodes at a time, because it will hurt your brain. But yeah. Yes, we have a video. Paul Lombard asks, why is a woman in love like a welder? They both carry a torch. Valerie Vermer, have you ever made up your own riddle? I have. I've made up a few that I use at cons specifically, mostly for kids when they come and say, I want a riddle, you're my favorite, I want a riddle, and because that's how all kids talk. It's, yeah. So I do, and I have. If you want to know what they are, come see me at a con in the LA area. Just do it. Alright. Caitlin Lopez asked, what are your top 3 conventions and why? Long Beach Comic Con, that's my favorite. That's the first one I ever did, so that's my home con. It's coming up soon, yay! So, Conniversary. I love WonderCon. It's in Anaheim. It's right next door to Disneyland. I like that. It's just really the layout and just the way that the Anaheim Convention Center is really appealing. It's pretty easy to navigate. I like that. I get free parking. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that WonderCon's going to be at LA Convention Center this coming up year. But hopefully it'll return. And my third favorite, that's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones, but I'd have to say FatCon, which is sponsored by Fat Collectibles. They do such a great job. It's a free con, but they really started out celebrating the artist and really helping people connect to the artists that are, you know, bringing us all this great work. And I really appreciate what they've done for the community in that respect. So well done on you, Fat Collectibles and FatCon. Great job. I have another one from John Allison. I see how it is. All right. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to hear it, what color is the tree? The tree is all colors. I have no time for your philosophy, so save your dollar. Go back to Monkey Island. All right, Peter Quill. Hi, Star-Lord. He's asking, what do you think of John Aston Riddler? John Aston Riddler, he did 2 episodes of the 60s Adam West Batman series. He was in 2 episodes. I believe he was the first Riddler to ever carry the trademark question mark cane, and I give him mad props for that, because now the cane is everywhere. So I mean, you think Riddler, you think of the canes, and I really dig that. So thank you, John Aston. Frank Gorshin's my favorite in that regard, but cool. And it's nice to see Samwise' dad being a jerk to Batman. Helena Bright, do you identify as the Riddler? Well, I love the character. Always have. Do I identify as him? I think everybody picks characters that they can relate to in some way, and they're passionate about it. I think when you see... I don't want to get into a debate about cosplaying. I think everybody should do it. I think it's great for everybody, and I support and respect all of them. You can tell when there is a little more passion towards something. Oh, goodness. I hope everyone's okay. Sirens, if you didn't hear them. It's just me. Again, it's really hot out here. Okay, Helena Bright, do you identify as the Riddler? I think everybody picks characters that they can relate to in some way, and I think the more relatable they are to you and how you relate to them, the more successful your portraying them, your cosplay, your costuming, all of that is going to be. So yeah, I think I do. I hope I'm the good qualities that he is and none of the bad qualities that he is. I haven't robbed a bank anytime recently, so hopefully I'm doing okay. All right. Sophie Morgan Palmer, why the Riddler? Why not? I've been a fan since I was 4. I've talked about that in some other videos before. It's just... he's amazing. I like him. Jose Salinas. I think I said that right? Okay. If the Riddler became a hero, do you think he would fit in with the Justice League? No. If not, what group do you think he would fit in? I don't think Riddler would fit in with the group for very long at all. He's so arrogant, and he's really off-putting. I think he's fun for a little while, and, you know, he'd have a couple of, like, you know, fan friends kind of thing, or that he could manipulate people into thinking that he's the bee's knees for a while. But I think overall he's a little too arrogant to really last in a group. He's so much better as a solo artist, or you know, working with henchmen. I like that. Okay. Antoine Anderson. If the Riddler had actual superpowers, what kind of superpowers would he have? I think he'd be a telepath. That's a good question. You know, one of the things I love about the Batman universe is that they're all human, basically, and, you know, we don't have mutants running around, and nothing against mutants, I think they're cool too, but I think what makes Batman so successful is how human the characters are. But if he were, you know, did have superpowers, I think he'd be a telepath and just really use that brain capacity to do even more incredible things. I still think arrogance would be his downfall. So... Donovan Matthew Peck, which cosplay of yours was the hardest to make? Green Arrow. there are no patterns, just a lot of reference material, and I was working specifically with the Injustice video game version of him, a little bit with the Injustice comic book. They're very similar. But as anyone who's ever made a cosplay based on a drawing knows, no one picture is going to be exact with the next. Excuse me. So refining what the artists have made for us there, and the computer graphics and all that. One thing that I did is I printed out a bunch of pictures and put them in black and white, and it really made the lines more easy to, I can't think of the word easy. It made it a little bit easier to look at and to start to construct that way, but just I had to make all of those patterns and do all of that myself, and every stitch of that fabric was manipulated. So it was great though. I love the way he looks, I love the way he photographs. You know, green is my favorite color. He's just like, bing! He glows in the sunlight, which is fun. I need occasion to wear him a little more. I have a couple of issues that I'm with him in the fit, and makeup issues, which I'm still working on. Me trying to go blonde is difficult, but yeah, it's another reason why the mask covers up the eyebrows, which now I'm really mutant looking. Okay, Psycho Miko Nelson, or Psycho Miko Nelson, whichever. I think that's cool. Why is it so hard for actors to act like the characters they portray without screwing it all up with personalization? That's a good character. We're all good question. We're all very passionate about the characters that we love, and so when we see them, especially on screen, we have high hopes, and when they don't meet those hopes, we're disappointed. I understand this. As an actor myself, we're always told, you know, make it your own, make it your own, and you have the director's desires to fulfill, you have the intentions of the author to fulfill. There's a lot going on there. It could also be that the source material that you're given, not the comics, not everything else that we know and love about them, but the actual script that you're given, and it can be very different, especially if they're trying to appeal to a larger audience who doesn't really know it and love these characters like we do. I think that's why. I think it's really important to remember as well, as passionate as we are, we love art. And comic books is art. These characters, they're art, and art is very subjective. So what you get from a character or an artist's intention is very different than what I may get or this person may get. So because that art is subjective, there's going to be this personalization, and we're going to have different things. So, and again, it's like going back to the Jim Carrey thing. No hate on Jim Carrey. He's great. Not my personal thing, but other people, he's like the pinnacle Riddler of all time, and so that's okay that they're wrong. I mean, that's okay that we disagree. So, James K. Chambliss, do you think the Riddler can be an anti-hero if the right writer made a good story arc? I absolutely believe that he could. And remember, for a while, I mean, he went good guy for a while and became a private investigator, worked with Batman on a couple of cases, and that was interesting. Yeah, didn't last. But yeah, I think it could. I think it'd be interesting. Scout Zazu Woodford. That was fun. Okay. If you could cosplay anyone, who would it be? I already do. I cosplay the people that the characters that I want to. Of course, my list is growing, and I've talked about that in another video before too. Yeah, I cosplay the characters that I'm passionate about, and hopefully will always continue to do so. So yeah, who are you working on? All right, Gigi Gotham. That's fun. Gigi Gotham asks us, if the Riddler were to appear in the new Batman movies, which actor would you like to see take the role? Me! Start a campaign! Get me in there! No. Barring that, I know a lot of people are about Neil Patrick Harris, and I think he's great. I think the role should go to a theater actor who's got that different kind of an energy about it. My pick for Riddler in film now, and has been for a long time, is Alan Cumming. And again, also primarily a theater actor, just, I think he would nail it. I don't know that he's as much of a box office draw as the corporations would want to have, but Alan Cumming is my choice for Riddler if I can't do it. Yes. Ashton Locke asks us, have you seen any good 60s Riddler cosplay? I have. I think all cosplay is good. I think anytime you put on a costume and have that assurance and bravery and muster up that I'm gonna do this ness about yourself, I think it's good. I've seen some really, excellent spot-on ones, mostly in pictures, when you Google them and things like that, and Google Riddler cosplay and stuff, you're going to see some great things. And I love seeing any take on Frank Gorshin come out. I really appreciate that. My cat is directly underneath me. Hi, Bagheera. That wasn't too weird. Just making sure I haven't dropped any questions. I did! I will be right back. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm back. I dropped a question. Let's see what this question is going to be. Ruthie Marie Powers, is the Riddler a dog or a cat person? Well, that's appropriate, considering that my cat is sitting underneath me. Hi, Bagheera. It's so hot today. Please, stay hydrated. This is an awesome Riddler mug that my friends, the Bat Cosplay and Gotham Sirens Cosplay, gave for me on my birthday a couple years ago. Hi, guys. Thank you, I love my mug. Dog or cat person? Cat person. I really believe that, no hate on dogs, dogs are rad, but I really think the Riddler's much more of a cat person. They're so independent, they can be. Aw, hi. You can't see him. I'd pick him up, but he'd freak out. I'll show you a picture later. Yeah, they're so independent. I think he would need, something a little more independent and less, like, after a while. That's my opinion. That is it for the questions today. Thank you all for taking the time to ask and write and all that. Thanks again for supporting my crazy hobby. I hope to bring you some more things that you'll be interested in. In the meantime, stay cool, stay hydrated, and keep enjoying Riddler Week. Let me know if you're enjoying Riddler Week and if there's any other weeks that you'd like to see or any content that you'd like me to be sharing in other weeks coming up, like Disney Week, Green Arrow Week, Court of Owls Week, things like that. So enjoy, have a great week, and take care.